Okay, y'all, Dillard's was fun. Got some good footage. I am about to now do a Barnes and Noble stationery walkthrough, I think. So that'll be in, this will be a separate video for the Barnes and Noble stationery walkthrough. We'll see how successful I am of capturing footage. These videos, I always get nervous when I do these, even though like so many people do these types of videos. But like people do kind of look at you sometimes when you're filming. But sometimes they don't even notice you're filming. So I just try not to get any people in my videos. And I don't know, I still feel like I get the jitters for some reason. Like I have no problem like doing all these other videos, but like walking around like holding my camera, like this is not me. But I love watching the walkthrough videos, so like I wanted to just make a few. This will not be a consistent thing on my channel, but it'll be a when I'm in the mood. So let's go over to Barnes and Noble stationery just to look at some stationery. Okay, y'all, so Barnes and Noble is expensive. Y'all already know this. I don't have to tell you. If you've ever walked into a Barnes and Noble in your life, you know the stationery aisle, this aisle that I'm in, this section is expensive. Everything is just pricey, y'all. Everything is pricey. At this particular time when I'm filming this, Barnes and Noble had what I'm calling their after Christmas sale, and I think they're calling it the after Christmas sale too, where everything in the store was 25% off, which is a great deal. I feel. I was not expecting to actually pick anything up in here because I just wanted to focus on filming, but I did end up getting their advent calendar and the special pair of scissors. And I'm going to unbox that advent calendar in another video. I'm trying to show you the prices for some of the journals and just some of the knickknacks. And that's a really cool book candle display. Like those are candles. I don't know if you can see how it's lit when you open the book. I thought those were gorgeous. And everything's just expensive. Okay, so I don't know what I was saying before that, but I just want to reiterate, everything's just expensive. I'm going to open the advent calendar in another video. I love Barnes & Noble stationery aisle, okay? It makes you feel very specialized, very rich. This was $14.99, this little bookcase opening. I just love all the things. Like if you just imagine having this huge room or this huge library where you can just put all of these beautiful cutesy things, like Barnes and Noble would be like one of my top places to go if I had an unlimited budget. I mean, they had a Palm Pals. They have a great planner and journal section just in general, and we will see some more of those planners and journals. And they had a nerve to have this sticker sheet for $7. I said, if we don't take our butts back over to Hobby Lobby where we belong with some less pricey stickers. And Hobby Lobby, you can get, depending on which stickers you buy, they can get expensive, just depending. So, just glancing here, looking at these items, they do look elevated in comparison to other cheaper places, And if you're looking for something specific or something that you may not see in every other store, this might be a good place to come. This Blackwing brand, I am really intrigued by it. The pencils by them, they look pretty top tier. Like it's a brand that it looks like you need to respect that brand. I think the pencils is it charcoal? I forgot what, darn it, what did they call? I'll have to go back and look at the writing on some of the boxes, but very high quality pencils. And I really want to buy a pencil and a journal by them. So I may do that in the future. Their products are made in Japan. And I hadn't seen that brand until I walked into Barnes and Noble just recently. So I'm just looking around this first section of journals. I mean, Barnes and Noble has a ton of things. They have a lot of Paper Source and Rifle Paper Co., which are two brands that are expensive. And I go over them later in some later videos looking on their websites. But Barnes and Noble does carry those brands. Here are the scissors I bought. Y'all, I can't even pronounce the name of those scissors. Everything's written in Japanese. Hikijiri Slim. I cannot wait to open those and see what those are talking about. I have a pair of gold American Craft scissors that are heavy duty metal that are some of my favorite scissors to use for, they go for anything, but if I need something that's really going to cut, I use those. And I plan to use these new scissors that I just purchased from Barnes & Noble for the same thing. So if you need a journal, they have journals for days. That's $15 for a pack of 3. So $5 a piece, you know. They have all these other knickknacks. As you can see, this little plate with an eye. That's really cute. That'd have been cute with the other little plate with the glasses. We have a paperweight, which I was really tempted to buy, but I didn't buy that paperweight, but I still might go back and get it later. It's a great paperweight to keep your journal down while you're using it and doing some creative journaling. Go over to Iteri TV to watch some of the few creative journaling videos that I have and other crafty hauls and other crafty things. I do plan to come out with some more journaling videos over there on that channel. I thought this light was cool. It's a book lamp light. You open it and it opens like a book and it feels like leather. That little piece there that I rubbed my finger on, it feels like leather. I think that thing $34.99. Yeah, that light was $34.99. These prices are crazy, y'all. Prices are crazy. You got to have a job, get a paycheck, have benefits, shop in Barnes & Noble, okay? You got to be paying somebody's bills. You got to have an income, okay? Don't walk up in Barnes & Nobles feeling cute, like you just go get a bunch of sales. I had never seen a Barnes & Noble sale, to be honest, not in person. So to see their 25% off sale was a big deal. Expanding folder, that's an expanding folder there. That was $24.99. That thing better expand from here to yonder, I tell you that. This is what I'm calling the advent calendar. Bookshop advent calendar. This thing was regularly, I think it was $44.99. I love this because it tells you everything that comes in it. Usually, like, you don't know what's in it. But I don't really like surprises like that. I kind of like knowing what I'm buying. So it comes with a ballpoint pen, keychain, highlighter, even a book light lamp. I can't wait to open this and show you guys. And each day has a different, I think it's 12 days. Each day has a different item in there. I almost bought that puffy reindeer keychain, but I didn't. I put it back. I carried it around for a little while. You'll see me carrying it around for a little while. I wanted it. It was only $8, so 25% off, but I didn't buy it. That advent calendar was 25% off, so I got it for $30-something. And, here's some more journals and things. And I noticed that the different Barnes & Nobles that I go into are laid out differently. Like, none of them are laid out the same. That's Erin Condren at the top there. I actually have that teacher planner, that Erin Condren planner. I haven't talked about it on my Iteri TV channel because I just don't really fully support her. She's just very expensive, but I do have that, and I bought it for a specific reason. But I haven't used it because I ended up creating my own tracker to use for something else. But I do plan on using that Erin Condren planner. I love this planner that I'm looking at here, the weekly planner, this green one. I was tempted to buy that too, but I didn't. Has 200 plus stickers, a storage pocket, ribbon page markers. I may go back and get that one. I love anything undated. Like, I love an undated planner. I'm just a sucker for an undated planner, and it has to stop. I thought this section was cool. The what does that say, y'all? Moleskine? Moleskin? Moleskin? This sketchbook is $32. Looking at it, it was only 111 pound paper though. I kind of like my art journals to have thicker paper than that. But they have their whole section of journals. I love these little lists in Barnes & Noble. This is the pack this list. I do already own this. I did purchase this earlier. They also have a crap to buy, crap to do list that I love. I've shown in some previous videos over on Iteri TV. This is an enamel pen. I just thought it was cute. I didn't purchase it. It was $12.99 with 25% off, but very cute. Everything is just so cute and so pretty. And Barnes & Noble just makes you feel elevated. I love this book cover. I most likely will go back and get that book cover. I'm thinking that could fit various planners and journals that I have. $19.99 if you were to get it at the time when I was recording. You could have got it for 25% off. Ooh, had some troubles there with flipping the camera. So y'all, filming this was something else. It was something else. I gotta tell you, filming this was no joke. I don't know how people do this. Do this in their videos because I'm one-handed. Like, so anything that I'm trying to show you, I only got one hand. And I thought I was going to edit that part out, but since I'm talking over it, I'm just going to roll with it. This journal is $14. So depending on the brand, you can pay upwards of $15 to $20 for these journals. Here's more journals. I mean, Barnes & Noble has journals for days. Look at how elevated these journals are. Like, normally growing up, I never really went to this section of Barnes & Noble. I just always went to the book section, or I was always going in trying to get a specific book. And even in my adult years, I always just went to the book section or came in looking for a specific book. Now that I'm into stationery and crafting, it's like, it's a whole new world. Like, I didn't even know all of this existed in Barnes & Noble for many, many years. I just didn't know. This is Rifle Paper Company. They always have their own wall in Barnes & Noble. And I noticed that you see some of the same things every time you go in, like the same pattern. This has been here for like all year. Each month I walk into Barnes & Noble, these same things are there. And I can tell you why, because one sticky note pad is $18.50. I actually have that one. I don't remember it being $18.50 when I bought it. That might have been some form of a sale I got, which is rare, but I don't remember paying $18 for that. Those are some strawberry sticky notes. Those are really cute. I'm a sucker for sloths. I thought this notebook was really cute. These skinny notebooks. 100-pound cover. Paper's not thick enough. $12.99 for 3. And then this planner, I keep looking at it. Every time I go into Barnes & Noble, I touch it and then put it back. No, that's not the one. But I like this one too. The Notum. The one I keep touching and putting back is this other one that I'm going to buy eventually. It's this one by Mosery. I don't know. I don't know the origin of a lot of these names. It's an undated planner. I keep putting it back because the paper's thinner than I want. It's thick enough, but I don't know. I like my planner paper to be a little bit thicker, but it's really, really pretty. And it's always 30% off, and they always have them in there. Think about Barnes & Noble. Things are not flying off the shelves. I can tell you that. They are not flying off the shelves because Barnes & Noble is expensive. It's expensive. Now, every time that I've gone in there, it's usually, pretty packed. Well, I guess during the weekends, it's pretty packed when I go. But during the weekday, it's probably not bad. They do have a nice marker section. I do notice that they're getting a lot of Japan things, and they're keeping, all the packaging is Japanese packaging. I'm seeing that a lot in Barnes & Noble, which is cool. These midliners, $25.99 by Zebra. That's going to be the price for those, I think, just across the board. I bought a huge pack of midliners from Amazon and paid like $35 something for them. So this little pencil thing here is pencil prompting. I don't know why I read it. I guess I was curious because at first I thought it was like stationery notes. It's not. It was a box of pencils, and each pencil had a prompt written on it, and they want you to just choose a pencil at random and then write whatever the prompt wants you to write, so it helps with your creativity. This stamp box I almost purchased, but I didn't. I don't need any more stamps. But it was so tempting because it comes with a little booklet too, and it comes with inks. It's supposed to be calming stamping. Here's some Faber-Castell pastels, which I wanted to buy, but I didn't. I was really using restraint. Faber-Castell is a really good brand. I buy them a lot at Ross, like where they're discounted, like all the way down, their markers and stuff. So definitely a high quality brand. I couldn't find the price. They have luggage tags. That one's really cute. That's by Paper Source. Other little knickknacks, notepads. I mean, this is a stationery person's dream, honestly. But this is going to round out the video for the most part. Thanks for watching. If you made it to the end, go ahead and put a pin in the comments. And I hope to see you guys real soon. I appreciate your support. Go follow me over on iTeary TV for more stationery and crafty things. And stay safe out there. Enjoy your year. Thanks.